Hi, Jake here. How you guys doing today? Well, I wasn't going to make a video today, but then I got a phone call wanting to know where's today's video. So I'm in here putting one together. I got a few questions put to me, so we'll go through it. Weight update. I was 244 yesterday, and I'm 244 today. It was 244.6, and this morning I was 244.4, so basically the same. I was afraid this might be a little stall period here because I had weighed this weight for many years earlier. But there was a question put to me that how long did I go before I started losing weight? Well, according to my log, I started on December 14th, and to lose that initial 10 pounds, which everybody says you're supposed to lose real quick, that wasn't working for me. It took me 14 days to lose 10 pounds. I went from 265 to 254.8 on December 28th is when I finally got that 10 pounds knocked off. And everybody says, well, that's water weight. Well, it might be water weight, but I wasn't getting rid of the water. It took 14 days to do it. So anyway, then after that, I started losing like a pound a day. I went to 254, then 253, 252, and then I went up 0.2 to 252 up. So it's 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards type deal. What was I eating? I started this diet, the Keto Diet. You know, they say, okay, mix up a bunch of bacon and eggs and eat your bacon and eggs with lots of fat. So bacon is really fat, and that helps. And another thing I did was only eat when you're hungry. I wasn't hungry, so I didn't eat. And so I started basically right off the bat with 1 meal a day. I would eat, and then if I'm eating like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, I don't have any hunger till sometime the next morning when I'm drinking my coffee, and once I have my coffee black, because I won't put that dairy creamer in there with all the weird things that they got in it, I'm good. I can come in the music room and noodle around and play some music and work on a tune or two and sip my coffee, and the next thing I know, it's 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's pretty simple for me to do this, but I thought you wanted to know what I was eating to get down to the 21 pounds that I've lost. But I'll just go through this real easy. It was bacon and eggs, and then I had hamburger patty with cheese, and some vegetables. I think back then I pressure cooked up a bunch of frozen veggies that, you know, that pack that comes in with the broccoli, the cauliflower, the carrots, the squash and everything, Normandy, whatever it's called, a Normandy mix or something like that. At Walmart, you get them big bags for $3-4. I'd grab a big handful of that, throw it in the pressure cooker, cook it up for about a minute, and add water to it. Because a lot of times when I pressure cook, I will cook my meat, and then that's all the drippings off the meat, and I throw my vegetables in there, cook them up, and then I got kind of like a bouillabaisse or a soup or a stew with that beef juice, and that really, you know, seasoned all good and everything. And a lot of times and with the pressure cooker, your vegetables kind of fall apart, so I just put them on top of my meat, cut them up, and down the hatch. And so, you know, looks like I ate pork chops. I we cooked up a big bunch of pork chops, like 4 pork chops, and it was eat till you're full. And I had 3. Rosalie ate 1 pork chop, and I put the other 3 on my plate, and they were like little 6-ounce pieces. So that was 18 ounces of meat, probably 3, something like that. Well, I couldn't eat all 3. I had, with the fat and everything that was in the meal, I was full before I got through the second pork chop. I forced myself to eat the second one, put the third one in the fridge, and I had that for the next day with my vegetables. Let's see, I had the next day I had a pork chop with the vegetables. And by the time I got through that pork chop and all my vegetables and the little bouillabaisse I had mixed with it, I was full, and I was good till the next day. So after that, it looked like after New Year's there, I went to Walmart and bought them big round, 5-pound round of hamburger. That 80/20 was the fattiest stuff I could find. We cut them into 1 pound, 5 individual pieces, so they were 1 pound little packages. And I fried 4 burgers up in that. And I couldn't eat. I could only eat 2 with my vegetables, and that satisfied my appetite. And that was like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't snack through till dinner. I was full. Next morning, got up. I had a glass, my 8 ounces glass with 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar in it. No more than that, because then it gets kind of weird. But in my 8-ounce glass with 2 teaspoons, it's drinkable. It's not bad. You get just a little aftertaste to it, and a lot of people put a little lemon or something in it, but I don't. I like it just that way. And I just went right, hit the spot. And then after that, like about 10 o'clock, then I'd have my coffee, and I'd sip on coffee, and the next thing I know, it's 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, time to eat again. And actually, it's time to eat. Like today, I went in and ate, and I wasn't really that hungry. I could have went longer. But some of the other things I ate was turkey. We had leftover turkey from the holidays, pulled that out of the fridge and sliced it all up, thrown it in the pressure cooker with a bunch of vegetables, and made like a turkey vegetable soup. Delicious. Took a bowl, not a little bitty bowl, but a decent bowl, because there was a lot of water, you had a lot of water, and a lot of your vegetables cooked down and everything. And that turkey vegetable soup, it looks to me like I went through 1, 2, at least 3 days on it. I had 2 days right in a row of turkey vegetable soup. Got me all the way through till the next day. And I had another bowl, and then, but I noticed on my turkey vegetable soup I had kind of stalled out. It looked like there was 3 days there. It was 251.4, 251.6, 251.6. So I hit a little stall period. So when I hit that little stall period, I thought, well, I better jumpstart the diet again. So then I went and had 4 or 5 pieces of bacon and 3 eggs scrambled up, and with them I was putting a little bit of spinach, fresh spinach in them. I like a little omelet, spinach omelet, and I might have had a little mushrooms with them, and that was my dinner. It was 4 or 5 pieces of bacon and 3 eggs with a little spinach and that in there, seasoned really good. I have uptaked my intake of salt. I think I've been salt deficient because that's the way we're told. High blood pressure, you lower your salt and everything. Well, that doesn't seem to be my problem. So, and then we splurged and had steak and eggs. Got these steaks at the store, and they were on sale. They were just about expired. Once you get them, you throw them in the freezer, and they're good for a couple of weeks. And one of them, they were like 2.5 pound steaks, and I cooked one up, and that was more than enough. Let's see, steak and vegetables is what I had then, and that was my broccoli, cauliflower, and squash, little zucchini squash with a few little sliced carrots in it, and that just tides me over. And we had, the steaks came in a 2-pack, so that was 2 days worth of meals. And then we went to the store, and they had this pork roast or pork loin, something long, 5 pounds for $5, and so you couldn't pass it up. And it was long, so I just cut it in 3 or 4 equal pieces, and then when we cooked that up, we sliced it into little pork steaks, throw it in the brown it up, put it in the pressure cooker with some vegetables, cooked that baby up, and Rosalie had one, and I had 2, and that was too much. So then I had one pork steak the next day and my vegetables, and that was just fine. And then looks like we went back to mixed up a half a pound of hamburger with some eggs and everything, and made that one meal. And then we did a big ham, and then I was eating ham, and that was really salty, and that helped. And that's why my feet don't hurt anymore, is because I think I was deficient on sodium or something, because once I upped my intake of salt, my feet got real better in just a matter of a couple days. It's weird. You know, I thought, well, they're going to swell up and really hurt. Well, no, they didn't. The salt, I've been, you know, we're all taught to don't take enough salt. Well, they say your body's got several teaspoons of salt running around in your blood already, and if you do take it, you know, we're supposed to have about a teaspoon of salt, and I know I never eat more than a teaspoon of salt, and so, and if I do get too much, you just pee it away anyway. So, and then we went through vegetable soup and ham, so we mixed that up, and that lasted me for about a week. And then pork ribs, vegetable soup and ham, and then we hit a little plateau at 248 for about 3 days. And so what did I did? I had some bacon and eggs, and it seems like bacon and eggs kickstarts my weight loss again. I don't know if it digests quicker or something, or your body uses it up, but then all of a sudden, kickstart, and then it dropped 247, 246, 246, and down to 245, down to the 244. So I had bacon and eggs tonight, thinking that might kickstart my weight loss, because I've had 2 days of 244. So tomorrow I'm hoping I'm like 243, and I'll get it going again. But that's what we ate. Timeline, it seems like everybody's different. My timeline is I can usually, as I'm losing about a pound a day, and then I stop, and I've only a couple days that I've gained a half a pound or something. Otherwise, it's been a pretty steady decline. It's just takes time, you know. I put 100 pounds on in like 2-3 years, and it's going to take probably that long to get it all off. When I went into my room, and I haven't worn this shirt in a long time, you can tell that it's a little tight across the front, but at least I can get it buttoned. I couldn't get it buttoned before, so I am losing size, even though my pants aren't totally falling off yet. When I get down to that, I can put a pair of size 38 pants on, then we'll be doing something. But let's see, the future of the videos was I was just going to put a couple of these up every once in a while, but as long as people are taking a look at them and I'm getting phone calls wondering where they're at, I'll keep doing it. I have a bunch of old photos that I was going to throw in, and when I mix this up, I might throw a photo or two in to show you before how I was all for the last 40 years. I got pictures of me, and I'm some that's really unflattering. I look like a beached whale, so that's gonna be about it. So this video I covered pretty much everything up to date that I was being questioned on, and we'll knock this one out and throw it into a program and get it rendered up. And it takes a while to render these up. I don't have the best and fastest computer in the world, so it takes a little while. So for now, we'll talk to you later. Bye.